Hi everyone, welcome back to Stationeers Venus. Um, Last episode I got the warning system attached to sound for storm, so I'm pretty happy. I got this oxygen situation that needs to be addressed pretty soon. I have got a couple more canisters of oxygen in there, so I can let this chill for a little bit longer. As you know, I want super cold CO2 to try and get that room as cold as possible. Okay, so I was working on the airlock. I probably need a lot more cables because I'm going to connect all my greenhouse stuff to the same network, which is this battery here. So as you can see, I started a line down here a long time ago, and yeah, this line here is going to be my power. Going to need more cables, definitely. And I don't know. Do I run it along here? Probably not. Let's make it at least look a little bit tidier, or maybe not. This probably doesn't make it look tidier. Okay. Anyway, let's get going. Oh, let's hook it all up to power. Then we'll print off some more cables, and oh, there we go. So these doors are not connected. Why not? Because the power controller is on off. There we go. Now these doors work. Um, I'm not going to be pushing these buttons at all. I'm going to be using this to cycle things. Now I've printed off my vents. That's convenient. I have 4 cables. So I'm going to need to put... I might have to put walls on the backs of these. Pretty sure I will need to. Yeah, I will need to. So I'm going to have a vent connecting to the outside. Let's put it like this.
Waste tank, caution.
Maybe I need to put a wall on the roof. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to put another active vent there. And this one, yeah. Let's get walls on the roof, and I'll explain it once I've done that. So let's get kit walls. Oh, it's all ready to go. Fantastic. I'm going to just slap like 3 walls down, just so I can throw stuff on the outside. You can't attach things to the backs of walls, but you can attach them to the fronts of walls. So I can't actually attach anything to the back of these walls, but I can attach it to the front. So let's do this, and let's get it going down like that. Not a window. I want a wall. And it's crisscrossing. It's okay. We'll just mess around with this one for now, but I'll chuck more on later. And now that I've got a wall there, I can actually attach things to it. So I want to get a passive vent on the wall up here. Come on, give me what I want. There we go. And no. What am I doing? I want a passive vent on the inside. It's this one here. Okay, pipes. Should it be? I'm just wondering, should they be insulated pipes or non-insulated pipes?
Waste tank, critical. Temperature, high.
Okay, so
Temperature, critical.
the other passive vent is going to go inside the greenhouse. So probably like this. Yeah, and I need to connect those with pipes. I also need to connect all this up to cables. So I'm going to end up with cables running, if I can see, running down like this and down like that, and then circling around. I can't see, like that, and one going the other way. If I look at the back, it should make sense. And yeah, see, these are both going to connect into there. So I need insulated pipes. I don't know. I'm going to make them insulated just to be safe, but I'm going to grab some cables first, which requires copper, and all my copper is in here. I got the wrong resources in the wrong machines. I'm going to need steel silicon for the pipes. So these resources go in here for the cables, and these ones go in here for the pipes. You just gotta laugh at that. It's just, I know, I got a real problem. Anyway, so cables here, pipes there. I'm not going to need many pipes. I'll just print off 8 or so. These cables, I honestly could just go. Hydration critical. Didn't I just drink? Yeah. The water situation is going to need addressing very soon. I will be addressing it soon. Once I have my greenhouse down to an acceptable temperature, I'm going to... Actually, I need a lot more of these, don't I? Because I'm going to have a gas out and everything. Okay. How am I going for copper? Copper's fine. These pipes should be printing off nicely. Steel is getting low. Getting worried about my steel levels. Honestly, just two more cables will do. Thank you. Yeah, we'll stop there. Okay, so what I'm doing here is, well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the cabling sorted out for this airlock. Airlock's almost complete. So that's connected. Let me out. Yep. So the sensor's connected. Console's connected. The 2 active vents are connected. This is great. I'm going to shut that for now. I'm going to need my data card, actually. Let's reopen it. I'm going to need that thing, my data disk, in a second. It's important to name everything when you're doing these things. So I'm going to get my labeler out. I'm going to name this. So this vent's going to go outside. It's the external vent. So I'm going to call this the greenhouse external airlock vent. Yep, that'll do. And this is the greenhouse external door. I wonder how long you can go. Can you know, how long can you make these names? Not very long. You actually are limited by it. Oh, maybe not. That just kept going. Okay, greenhouse external door. This is going to be the greenhouse internal airlock vent. And this is going to be the greenhouse internal door. Okay, so I've got the greenhouse external door, the greenhouse internal door, the greenhouse external airlock vent, and the greenhouse internal airlock vent. I also should name this because I'm probably going to have a sensor inside the greenhouse as well. So greenhouse airlock gas sensor will do. Okay, the reason I need to rename these is because I'm going to have more vents in here, and it's all going to be connected to the same battery. So this is going to be my greenhouse battery, and trying to find things on the system later on is going to be tricky. Yeah, I'm going to have another console connected showing me the greenhouse temperature as well from the outside. I'm going to turn this on. Now, the first one you click is the exterior. So we're going to start with the doors. Oops. So the first door I click will be the exterior. So it says exterior. The second one I click will be the interior. There we go. Now we'll do the vents next. The first one I click will be the external vent. If I click this, it'll become exterior. So exterior, waste tank caution. Okay, and the second one I click will be the interior. Okay, and lastly I'll just click the sensor. So all that is part of this console. So when I pull this out now, assuming I can pull it out, a cycle button comes up and it says cycle to exterior. So what the effect is, when I click this, that should close. And now what it's going to do is oh, something's not right here. Something's not right. I've done something wrong. Okay, best thing to do is stick the data card back in and remember it. Okay, I want the external to be 238 kilopascals. I want the internal to only be about 101 kilopascals. So that actually should pump a lot of stuff out of here. At the moment, I might actually set it to 50, or just to be safe, we'll do like 75. That's a good point. I should suck out a lot of this air before I do any of this airlock stuff. So I'm going to unselect these, and what that does is it unlocks them all. So when I turn this off, they should be unlocked, and these doors should just work like ordinary doors now. Okay, before I set this up, I'm not sure what went wrong before. I should suck out some air. Okay, the reason it was flashing an error is because I haven't set the pipes up yet. Okay, I can't do anything until those pipes are put in place. Okay, that's what I forgot. Okay, so we have to connect the external vent. This is perfect, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, the exterior vent connects to the exterior. I'm actually going to want that vent connecting to my main base later on, not to the outside air, but we'll deal with that later. I hope I remember to deal with that later. Okay, so there we go. Now they're all connected. The airlock will work fine. But yeah, before I do that, what I'm going to do...
Tank critical.
Oh,
Temperature
gosh.
high.
Okay, waste tank problem. I don't... While I'm...
Temperature high.
Thank you, lady. While I'm messing around with this, I don't...
Air tank.
Oops. I don't particularly want to run out of oxygen or have my waste tanks go mental. So, let's... Well, Okay, that was a click bug. I'm just going to empty my waste tanks real quick. I'm really racking up the O2. 1,600 moles in here now. It's crazy. And now it's over 1,700 moles. What is the temperature of this? -6. It's not quite as low as I wanted it, but yeah, it'll do. I'm very, very close to flushing that and then running a bunch of gas into here. I'm just going to connect the CO2 pipes up to here somewhere, and it'll be temporary. I'll rework all those pipes another time when I expand the greenhouse. So before I do anything, I kind of want to lower the pressure in here significantly. I don't want 238 kilopascals, because you can see every single cube has 290 moles of oxygen and 21 moles of N2. So let's run this thing. Yeah. Oh, that's the setting. So this is just sucking the air out. I got to be careful though. If it drops below 38 pressure, it'll start to blow windows. Well, it'll start to damage the windows until the windows break, and then boom, out will go a window. So I'm just going to suck a lot of this pressure out of here. Ideally, I want it to be like 75 in here. So as you can see, it's a very slow process. That's why I wanted to empty my waste tanks and fill up my oxygen. I didn't grab the other oxygen tank. It's okay, I got enough oxygen to do this task. So I'm just sucking a lot of this oxygen out right now. Oxygen. I mean, a lot of this atmospheric air right now. Getting rid of this X here, that's going to be the real tricky bit. I might have to pull a scrubber into here. I don't think I can do it entirely. Well, I can do it entirely with gas swapping, but it'll take a long, long time. It'll be much quicker just to shove a scrubber in here. But then I'll need to stick a vent to vent the scrubber contents out. So a bit of fiddling around. So right now I'm just sucking out most of the pressure. I'm getting this depressurized, but not to a vacuum, because the windows cannot handle a vacuum. So the lower I get this pressure, the easier it's going to be to cool the base. I did set my airlock for... I did set this for 75. I'm going to try and set it for 50. I'm really Yeah. Whoa. Just got pulled across. It's risky me doing this. Oh, whoops. Let's just turn that off first. So let's get this pressure right down. In the airlock, you can see right next to the vent, the pressure is 75, 74, 73, but all the way out to here, the pressure is still 125 kilopascals. If I mess this up, I'll end up blowing a window, which I don't want to do particularly. So I'm probably going to do this in short bursts because I don't want to blow a window. So I'll get this all the way down to 40 in here. It's actually okay for it to be 40 in here. It's not okay for it to be, well, it's okay to be 40, but it's not okay for it to drop below 38 on this square here because that glass and that glass will shatter. Oh, I'm dying of thirst. Oh, I got a water bottle on me. I want to just sit on this square. I'll take this up. Oh, I don't have a water bottle on me. Well, I can eat at least. I might have to bail on this this operation partway through. So yeah, the pressure on this square here is now 50. I'm going to just switch this off. And I'm going to let the pressure equalize around this area. So what I've got here is I've got 60 kilopascals in this corner here. It should equalize to, well, we'll see what's in here. 58? Okay, it's equalizing to 58. So I can suck a little bit more out. The lower I get this, the easier it's going to be for me. I have to also remember that when I'm cooling this air, the pressure drops, but it shouldn't be a problem because I'm going to cool the air by putting more air in. So not a problem. I can suck a little bit more out. I'm aiming for about 50 on this square here. Okay, this is getting dicey. Let's stop that. Oh God, these windows may have taken damage. I find if you use the renaming tool, you can hover over the windows. I don't know why the renaming tool does a good job, but it shows you if anything got damaged. Nothing got damaged there, but that was actually very close to being damaged. I'm just trying to get the pressure down here. Okay, so it looks like I've got a pressure of about 50 kilopascals, which is what I was aiming for. 49 on these two squares, but 50 out here. It might equalize at 49, 50. That's okay. That's fine. So the number of moles per cube, not per square, per cube, should be much less. Yeah, there's only 61 moles, so about 65 moles of gas per cube now. So rather than the 300 or so that it was before, or 250, or whatever it was. So now I'm going to get my airlock going and turn it on, and now I'm going to set it. So I've got the internal set for 50 kilopascals, the external for 238. Now I'm going to do the same thing we did before. The external door is the exterior, so we click that one first. The internal door is the interior, we click that second. External vent is the exterior, internal vent is the interior. And of course, we need the gas sensor clips. So when I pull this, yeah, it says 49 kilopascals in here. That's great. Waste tank caution, oxygen tank getting low. My health is going down because I'm dying of thirst. I just want to make sure this is good. Internal vent is connected to this. Yep, external vent's connected to that. So when I hit this thing, what's going to happen is it's going to suck out the 49 kilopascals, leaving a vacuum in here, and then it's going to put the outside gases in here, bringing it up to 238. So we're going to click this. This should shut. This should go down. This thing's come on, as you can see. It's going to go down. I've now got a vacuum in here. It's okay because it's all steel walls, which can handle the differential in pressure. They can handle 300 kilopascals. And now this is going to rise all the way up to 238, and then this door will open. Later on, that vent on the roof is going to be put inside the base when I cover everything in roofs and walls and actually have a base. And there we go. All good. I've got a greenhouse at 50 kilopascals right now. That could probably, there's probably so little X in there, I could probably almost grow plants in there. The only thing that's stopping, that would cause plants to die right now, is the temperature. I'm going to deal with that horrible panting sound. I'm going to quickly check this. And I believe I left an oxygen tank, so negative 10 degrees is good. I left an oxygen tank here, which has been exposed to the elements, but it's actually a pretty nice temperature, to be honest, 22 degrees. I'm happy with that. This will cool down. The last of my oxygen is going to get sucked into this pipe and this tank here. I got like another half a oxygen bottle left. Well, I mean, I can keep sticking oxygen bottles in here and getting little bits of oxygen. So as you can see, my oxygen in my tank is down to 82 moles.
Tank critical. Temperature
Oh,
high.
okay.
Temperature
I'll empty my waste tank as well,
temperature
fill up my
high.
battery, drink some water. I got to remember, I'm leaving this open on purpose, so I remember to swap that out. Okay, so this is good. 18 degrees, that's easily fixed. I can just put that in my hand. Watch, the pressure's going up. That means the temperature of the canister's going up. If I put it in here now and look at it, the temperature is now 18.9. So I can raise the temperature of the tank by doing that. And see, 19 degrees now. Honestly, 19's fine. I'm not going to be freezing or anything. Okay, and I'll just let the last of my oxygen suck into here. Oh, it's already sucked into there. So I can turn this off. This is getting vented very, very soon, and I'll get all my oxygen back. Not from here, but when I reconnect this thing up. Let's turn it on. Let's chuck this in. Yeah, 1800 moles of oxygen in there now, or almost 1800. Well, it will be after I do this. Over 1800 moles of oxygen. But I've got 2 full air tanks, and I can fill up half an air tank at the moment as well. So I'm okay for oxygen. I can let this run down a little bit more, negative 11.8. It's not going to be enough to cool the room to the temperature that I want, to the desired temperature, but it's going to cool it significantly, which is going to make the task of cooling my greenhouse much easier to do. So we're just dealing with the water issue right now. I'm going to need those pipes in a second because I'm going to be pumping CO2 into my greenhouse. Pressure 0. I'm just going to, since I've got my tablet out, check to make sure nothing got in here. Fantastic. And now that I've got an airlock, I'm actually going to keep this data disk on me all the time. If anything, I kind of want to get rid of this battery. I don't need this spare battery. I'm not having any battery issues. That's a large battery. I mean, I can swap it out for some of these slightly used batteries. That's not a large battery, so yeah. What's the renaming tool at? 91. Oh, good. Okay. Anyway, task at hand. I got sidetracked by battery power. Okay, so that's done. Now I'm going to swap that one with that one. Okay, I feel a bit better now about water. My health is going to slowly rise. There's nothing I can actually do in this room right now, so let's just get out of here. Let's revert. Door shut. Good. Reverse this. Get some pressure in here. So the beauty of actually having an automatic airlock is I can pressurize this all the way to 238, rather than having that sudden rush of wind come in every time. It's not so bad that it's hurting me or anything. But if the pressure differential is too much, you get flung backwards and you can damage yourself. What was I doing? I want to now start thinking about pumping CO2 into my greenhouse. Really cold CO2. The CO2 I got at the moment is not really cold. It's 11.9 degrees. But when I stick, there's not much CO2 in here. There's 5,000 moles in there. Well, 4,500 moles if you include this amount here. Bit over 4,500 moles. I'm about to stick 3,150. So 3,150. No, sorry, 31,590 moles of really cold CO2 in this tank. And then I'm hoping once I stick the CO2 in here, it will once I stick the CO2 in here, it will that really cold will mix with the really hot and give me a much cooler starting temperature. I'm still going to need to do some cooling, but it's going to start off really, really cool. I can honestly very slowly, without using wall coolers at all, I can very slowly cool my greenhouse just by constantly gas swapping, taking air out and putting new air in. Okay, but quite a number of things are needed for this. I'm going to need to bring some pipes off of here and run it into there. That's why I grabbed extra insulated pipes. They're going to need to be green. I'm going to need a active vent here, and I'm going to need a volume pump. I'm thinking, am I going to be taking it straight from my main tank, or am I going to segregate it and have a pipe system? If I take it straight from my main tank, that should be okay for now. I might change that later, but just to get myself started, I'm gonna. I've already got 12 here. I thought I was going to color those 8. Just to get started, I'm going to just connect it straight to my main tank, because the active vent will pull it out of my tank and put it into here. I need the right tool. I need this wrench so I can splice pipes into existing pipes. I'm just trying to push this outwards. Oh, there's a problem. I'm going to have a bypass at some point where this bypasses the entire system, because this will actually fill up I'm going to be doing more gas captures, and I'm going to have trouble, and I'm going to need to be able to bypass this later on. So I can't actually just use this as a thing. I'm going to have to pull off this line here, but as you can see, there's a cable going through there. Simple solution would be to move all of this. Move all of this up one, but I don't really want my tank going up one. So I might curl this tank around and just put this tank on top of here sideways. So a bit of cleaning up to do, and I'm having some space issues here. So I'm gonna just dump all this here with my materials. That's just the sun coming up. I was afraid it was a storm. Let's get this battery out of my way. I'm not using that right now. I'm not going to be using the renaming tool for a while. No, actually I will be. I'm going to need a volume pump and an active vent. First I'm going to rip this up and move this around a bit. So we'll get rid of that. Now I'm not going to rip this up because that'll have gas in it. Speaking of which, should I I could have bumped my propellant up, but my propellant is fine. I could have just quickly used my propellant filling thing to bump my propellant up. So I'm going to drill this up. That shouldn't destroy anything. As you can see, I've got this pipe here with 8 megapascals of CO2 in it. And then I'm going to connect this to here. This is going to look a bit weird.
Tank. Caution.
I'm going to connect this to here, which will connect that gas back up with the main amount. And now I'm going to rip this up. Oh. Get rid of that. Oh, juggling stuff. Now I'm going to rip this up, and it just pushes it down into there. That way I didn't destroy any carbon dioxide. Now I can use this to pull stuff out. I don't know what I'm going to do with this cabling, but I do want a pressure regulator here. I think I'm going to move this up a bit more. I pulled that up prematurely. I just want to demonstrate. Yeah, like this. Oh, no. Yeah, I was right the first time. I'm just worried about space, having enough space to fit everything in. Okay, so we're going to do it like this. We're going to swivel this around, not like that, like this. Should I do it like that? No, I shouldn't. There we go. Okay, now we curl this around, and now I can stick this directly onto here. And I want it facing this way. Okay, so it's the same setup. I've just moved this up one, and what that will do is it will allow me to fit everything in. Okie dokie. We're getting there. I'm looking forward to doing this gas swap. I'm already at the 30-minute mark though, so I don't want to go too much longer. I want to make an effort to make these videos a little bit shorter. just because of upload time. I just like being able to upload things much more quickly. Okay, so this should be able to go straight through there. It can. It's going to look a little bit ugly.
Waste tank critical.
Yeah.
Temperature high.
Now, so if I need to make a bypass, which will involve me ripping up this pipe here and then just sticking a curved pipe that goes down and around and out the back here, I can do it. And I'm not going to have problems. So since there's going to be a pipe going down below here, I want this to go one more across and then down. This is all going to be changed later because I'm going to extend this greenhouse probably out this far. This is just, I'm kind of just getting my greenhouse started first. Just get some oxygen production going, and then I can figure out the rest later. So these are all insulated pipes. The outside air won't heat them. We'll go one more, and we'll stick it right in the middle of this window here. So right next to the door when I first come out. Oh, I ran out. Oh, I almost ripped up that thing. Chuck that on the ground. Let's color all these. Thank you. And yeah, and that'll go to an active vent right there. Hopefully I can stick the wires across here or something and connect up the active vent that way. So the active vent will be on the other side of the door, connected to power. And when I put that active vent on in the right mode, it'll suck carbon dioxide straight out of my tank and into here. Normally I have a bypass, I like to store gases in here. So I might need to run a line, like this is going to look really weird at the end. I'll probably hook it up on this wall here when it eventually exists. I'll have a carbon dioxide line going up and around into the chill room, probably in the ceiling there, just cooling down the pipe so I can cool the carbon dioxide if I need to cool it. For now, I'll worry about that later. Let's just get this starting greenhouse going. I'm going to need another vent connected to this line here, and I could probably stick that on this window here for now. Yeah, so I'll probably do a line, an orange line, straight off here and up there, and that's to suck air out of the greenhouse. I could probably do that now. There's nothing in these pipes. This is just my... Yeah, so let's chuck the rest of these on the ground. Oh no, I wanna conserve some khaki pipes. So let's not. Let's split one off. Split one and stick one in the cupboard. I don't want to waste paint. I can rip up a carbon dioxide. I can rip up a khaki one from there later, so it's not actually a big deal. So put that in hand. We're going to chuck this on the ground. We're going to pick it up. Okay, so I'm going to do the curly one first, because otherwise it might take me forever to find it. And I'm going to run these all the way over here. Honestly, I got one of those. I got one of those. I have 4 of these. So what I'm doing is kind of just saving myself from having to run across and make some pipes. So I have to run over there anyway, actually. So I'm probably just wasting time. But this is why I like to keep one pipe of each color. Whoops. Keep one pipe of each color so I can easily color them later without having to rip anything up. And chuck those on the ground, and they can all be orange. Okay, let's get this done. Let's get it done. I'm just going to do the same thing I did before. Okay, let's get these pipes in there. Fantastic. And I'll have another active vent there, and I've got power close by, so that's cool. So I need 2 active vents, and then I can do this. I can start doing some gas swapping. I can get the temperature in that greenhouse right down. Silicon steel is not the resources I want. Once again, I'm going to waste time pulling resources out. I need those 3. These 2 can go back in the machine. No storms coming. I'd be able to hear it, I hope. Oh, I'm looking forward to that next storm. I can't wait. That next storm's going to be fantastic, I hope. Well, I mean, not the storm itself, but the warning system. I hope it works. Anyway, let's go active vent. I need 2 of them. So I'm actually really close here, really close. I'm 35 minutes into the video, but I want to start this process before I end. I'm desperate to get it. The other big thing I have to do is flush this tank before I do any gas swapping. Negative 18.7. I've got a bit of oxygen in spare. I'm going to leave it to the very last second to get it as cold as possible. So I need to go inside my airlock. This is a big time waster in this game, is sitting in airlocks waiting for stuff to happen. Usually when I'm waiting for an airlock, I take that opportunity to do some eating and drinking. Honestly, since hunger is never really a problem, I should just store 2 water bottles on me instead of a water bottle and a food. Okay. Waste tanks are fine right now. So what it just did is it sucked out all the air outside that was in here. It was atmospheric air, and now it's sucking in all the air from this greenhouse, which is the same configuration of air, but it's yeah. So it's actually a little hotter in here somehow. 472. How did that happen? I don't know how it got hotter in here. Ugh. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna have to go back outside in a minute to do the cabling. So we want an active vent here, and we want an active vent here. Now this is going to be my intake. This is where the new carbon dioxide is going to come in, and this is where I'm going to pump out all the stuff that was in there. So later on, when I'm set up, I might actually move all this down to the
Waste tank. Caution.
I might move all this down to the other end, so it's getting pulled out at one end of the greenhouse and put in at the other end of the greenhouse. Okay, so I can't actually do anything with these vents just yet because they don't have, they're not cabled up, and I don't think I can do any cabling from in here, well, not much. I can get this part of it set up. I can't, I might be able to, it depends how I want to do this. If I connect it through, can I connect it through the door? Doors are a bit iffy. It's easier if I do this and then do this. So I can do some of this cabling in here. I'm doing it blind. I'm going to turn the light off. I know it's dark. Now I'm going to turn the light back on. I want to see exactly what I want this cable to do. I want it to just curl up or curl down. And I can do this in the dark using the highlight. So, yep, curl down. So if I turn my light on, it should be all connected. So this thing should actually work now. Active vent on, active vent off. That's fine. It's working. I'm not actually going to do anything. Do I want this? I don't want this one. I want it pulling in, not pushing out. Now, at the moment, that does nothing because there's nothing in that pipe to push in here. Okay, so when I push this and go set inwards, it'll now pull air in. So when I turn this out, it'll actually start sucking. Turn this on, it'll actually start sucking air out. I don't want to do that because my pressure's already pretty low. I can get it a little bit lower, but not much. Oh gosh, too low. I may have just damaged my window. And as you can see, I hover. Okay, did I damage any others? I just damaged these 2 windows here. So that's the problem. The pressure right next to the window got too low. I shouldn't have been doing that. Yeah. Okay, danger, do not touch. Now, if I can connect this up with power, and I can't remember where this cabling goes. I should be able to pump stuff in. I need to go outside anyway.
Waste tank.
I need.
Critical.
Oh,
Temperature
God.
high.
I need to repair those windows.
Critical.
Now, the way I
High.
quiet. The way I generally repair windows like that is I stick walls on the opposite sides and then rip up the windows from the inside. I don't think you can duct tape them. I'm not sure actually. I don't think I've tried. Maybe I have tried. I can't remember. I'll grab the duct tape and hover over the window and see if I can duct tape the windows or not. I don't think I can. So once again, I got to wait the long wait for this 40-minute mark. I wanted to start this gas swap now. I made a little boo-boo there. I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, you can't duct tape windows. The only way is to rip them out and put them back down again. And you can do that fairly easily by doing this. You can stick the opposite side of the wall on and then rip the underside off. So I can stick, no, I don't want a wall, I want a window. There we go. I can stick this window on here and of course fill it in, and the glass too. And now it's actually safe for me to pull that underside wall off, and then I can put it back on again afterwards. So I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to just, they're the two windows that got damaged. If that damage had have reached 0, burst, it would just burst, it would just blow. And if I put a tool in hand, and not that tool, any other tool, any tool but that one, see, only just a slight amount of damage. But if that bar gets all the way down to 0, burst, bang, and atmosphere will flood into there. Because the differential between the outside and the inside was more than 200, and Windows cannot handle more than 200. So I hope I've explained that well enough anyway. So let's just get these in place. Now it's actually safe for me to, I'm going to leave all this stuff on me. Oh God, what now? Let's just swap it early. It's actually safe for me to rip those windows out, those windows and walls, just take them all off and then just put them back on. Anyway, let's get cabling in place. So this is much easier to do from the outside. Yeah, let's go down here, around here, and get the right tool in hand so I can splice it into here. Yep, there we go. And it's all connected. So when I turn that on, I'll be pumping CO2 into my greenhouse. So things I need to do in my greenhouse next time I'm in there is I'm going to take those windows out and put them back in again so they're full health. I'm just going to fill this thing up as much as I can. It won't get uber full. This is going to empty completely, and everything's going to end up in this pipe and share between the canister and the pipe. That'll honestly do. I just wanted it topped up. And let's just turn that off. Okay, so I can't do anything until this is flushed into my CO2 tank. I might. There's actually quite a bit to do, and I'm at the 42-minute mark. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to end the episode here and do it all at the start of the next episode. So yeah, I'm about to flush all this in there, and yeah, you'll see how it plays out. Hopefully everything goes according to plan. I got to remember to rip those windows off. Knowing me, I'll just forget. Okay, that'll do. I don't need this network analyzer on me. I don't know why I'm holding it. I'm not analyzing networks at the moment. I could actually analyze the output of my windmills right now. That'd be cool. I'm not going to do it though. Right now, I want to end the episode. Okay, so everyone, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to just replace my battery now, and then put a stop to this episode, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.